Hello my dear student, I hope you will be well at your places. Today we are starting a very new chapter, that is arithmetic progression. This is new for you. So dear student, we continue here in the class till the last. So you learn how we can define the arithmetic progression and what usage of this, because this chapter is very used for further study and of daily life. We see many problems or pattern which follow the arithmetic progression. So let's see. So we are taking the arithmetic progression. So here we see what is the meaning of the arithmetic progression and how we can use this in arithmetic progression in daily life. So you have, if you are talking about the in daily life, we have seen many things or observed in nature that follow a certain pattern. Many things, objects in nature, they follow the certain pattern, such as the petals of sunflower. So you have already seen sunflower. There is some pattern in the petals of the sunflower. That's why the sunflower is very beautiful. Similarly, the holes of honeycomb. If you see the hole of the honeycomb, that are also, we can say, designed in specific patterns. That's why we can say they are also looking beautiful. Similarly, you can say the grains on a maize palm. The grains on maize palm, that is also have a specific pattern, so looking also beautiful. The spiral on pineapple. So these are some examples of the natural thing where they follow some pattern or sequence, we can say. Similarly, in mathematics or other subject, we follow some patterns, or in our classes you have already seen some type of a series having specific properties. Clear? Like suppose in the subject of mathematics, we take the example of, suppose Rina applied for a job and got selected. Rina applied for the job and she is selected and offered a job with a starting monthly salary is rupees 8,000. This is the monthly or starting salary. And what condition is given? With an annual increment of rupees 500. An annual increment is 500. So we can say the salary of the Rina will be in first year, this is first year, and annual increment every year there is the increment of 500. So starting salary 8,000, then 8,000 plus 500. So we can say starting salary is 8,000, then plus 8,500 plus 500, then 9,000 plus 500, 9. So this is follow some regular pattern, or we can say there is a specific in the given series. Here, or you can say first term is 8,000, then second is first term plus 500, then second term add 500, then you get third term, then again you add 5, then you get 4, and in this way you get all the term of this, or the salary of the Rina continues in first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and so on. Similarly, you may take some more example, like if you say the length of the rungs of a ladder. So you know the ladder is like this. In this form, ladder is given. So these have length will be increasing. Clear? Like this. Is gone on increasing in each rungs by 2 centimeters. Suppose this is increasing by 2 centimeter. So this is also follow the pattern. Suppose starting is 45, from this side starting is 45, then it is decreasing on, so 45 minus 2, 43, 43 minus 2, 41, 41 minus 2, and so on. Or from this side if you say, that is increasing by 2. So this follow the specific patterns. Clear? Now similarly you have seen in lower classes the interest or the compound interest compounded as half yearly or annually in the bank, that is follow also a specific patterns. So many problems are there that follow the some regular rules, or we can say pattern. Like you can say the number of unit square in square with the side 1, 2, 3. Number of the squares in square of the unit, that is 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. So that is also follow the pattern 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all square. Clear? Similarly, like you can say, Shakila put rupees 100 into her daughter's money box. Suppose, as you know that this is the saving. In first, put the 100 rupees in a saving box or pocket, you can say. Then every month or year, it is increased as a fixed quantity, that is no 50 rupees per year. So for first year it is 100 rupees, second year plus 50. So 150, third year plus 50, 200 plus 50, 250 plus 50, 350. So each year the saving is increased by constant, that is 50. Initially it is saving is 100. So this also follow the pattern. Means every succeeding term, like second can be obtained by adding 50 to the first, third can be obtained adding 50 to the second, and so on. So each succeeding term can be obtained by adding a fixed amount 50 to preceding the term. So there are many examples in the field of the mathematics or in the nature or in our daily life you have also seen. So like in the lower classes you also say, and you know the natural number. And natural number are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they are also following the specific pattern. Clear? What is the pattern? Here second each number, succeeding number can be obtained by adding 1 to the preceding, except first. If you know first, then 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. So this is also following the sum pattern, or there is a fixed rule by which we can find the succeeding term to add a some constant to previous one. So these type of series we have to study in this chapter, what this is called and how we can find the term. So that we have to call as an arithmetic progression. For that we take some more example in the field of the mathematics. Numerically we can take some example. Like first example we have already said, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now second, if you say 100, 70, 40 and 10 and so on. So this is the second example. Third, you can take -3, -2, -3, -2, -1, 0 and 1, 2, 3. This is also solved. Then we have 3, 3 like this. 3, 3, 3. And fifth one, -1.0, -1.5, -2.0 and -2.5. So these are the some example where we observe that some specific patterns, what pattern is followed. So in first you can say we have already discussed each next term can be obtained by adding 1 to previous one. Clear? So here we are adding 1 plus 1. Now in second say 100 and 70. 100 minus 30. 30 minus 70 minus 30, 40. 40 minus 30, 10 and so on. So here we are adding minus 30. If you are talking in terms of plus, we are adding minus 30. 100 minus 30, 70 plus minus 30, 40 plus minus 30, 10. So each time or in succeeding the term, we are adding minus 30. Clear? And here we are adding 1 minus 3 plus 1 minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 minus 1 minus plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 0. Then 0 plus 1 1. So here we are adding 1. Clear? Now in this series there is a constant again 3. It means we are adding nothing, that is 0. Each time we are adding what? 0 plus 0. Clear? And in last term we are adding minus 0.5. Minus 1.5, then minus 0.5. Here minus 0.5 we add. Clear? So minus 0.5. Each time we are adding. Clear? So in this way you can say now some results are there. We are adding in all the cases. What adding? That depends on the nature of this sequence or series. So adding may be in positive or negative or 0. Like here we are adding plus 1, here plus 1, here plus 0. So adding may be negative minus 30 or minus 0.5 or it may be 0 like this. So you can say here we have discussed the series in which we are adding. The number may be 0, negative or positive. Clear? So each of the number in the list is called as a term. So these are known as a term. In this list, each number now we call as a term. Like here, this is first term, second term, third term, fourth, fifth. Here in this first term is 100, second is 70, third 40 and 10. Similarly, here first term minus 3, minus 2 second, minus 1 third and so on. So each number in this series called as the term. Clear? So now how to we find the successive term by preceding one? Suppose if you know 1, then if you know that this constant, then we can find second, third and fourth term. Similarly, if you know first term and this adding, then we get the whole series. So by knowing two things, either the first term and what constant we have to add. So such type of series is called an arithmetic progression. So this is known as arithmetic progression. Why we call arithmetic? Because it is related to the numbers. That is arithmetic. You already know meaning of arithmetic, where we deal with the study of the numbers and their operations. That is known as arithmetic progression. If there is a progress in the series or in the number or in the term by pattern that follows some specific rule. So an arithmetic progression is a list of numbers. So you may write definition of the arithmetic progression. An arithmetic progression is a write down an arithmetic progression is a list of numbers. This is the list of the number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 100, 70, 40, 10. In which each term is each term is obtained by adding. That already we have discussed. Obtained by adding a fixed 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 number to the preceding term except the first. Term. Clear? So what is the definition? This is a list of the numbers. Clear? These are the list of the numbers. So with each term is obtained. Each term is like second, third, fourth, fifth, except first one. First one is already given. Otherwise we cannot find this one. If you know first and this fixed number, two things know, then we can find the succeeding term by adding this fixed number to the first. This is the definition of arithmetic progression, which we can write in short form AP. We may call as AP, arithmetic progression. Now this fixed number is called as a common difference. The fixed, here we written by adding a fixed number. So this fixed number is called common difference. Common difference. So we give the name of the fixed distance. So what is the common difference in first? +1. In second, -31. In third, it is +1. In fourth, 0, and so on. So the common difference what? It is the difference between the two consecutive terms of an AP. The definition for the common difference, it is the difference between two consecutive terms of an AP, means succeeding to preceding. Like 2 minus 1, 3 minus 2, 4 minus 3, 5 minus 4, all is equal to 1. So here 1 is the common difference. This is clear? Common difference, and it may be 0. This common difference may be 0. Like here 3 minus 3, 3 minus 3, 3 minus, that is 0. It may be positive, we have already seen. 3 minus 2, 4 minus 3. It may be negative, 70 minus 100, 40 minus 70, 10 minus 40. So common difference may be positive, negative, or it may be 0, depending on the nature of the progression. Either it is an increasing order number or it is a decreasing order number. So we can say the common difference may be positive, negative, or it may be 0. So now let's denote the first term. We can say in standard form or general form, we are taking that first term be A1. Then second term will be A2. We call second term A2. Third term. So we may also write in general like this, and AN term. So it may be written as AP will be A1, A2, A3, A4 up to AN. So we may write in this form also, or this is the general form of an AP, A1, A2, A3, up to AN. Clear? These are the term of the AP. Then what is the common difference? Now common difference generally we represent by small d. The common difference, that is C dot D, you can write common difference, that we take by small d. So always see, this is universally accepted. Small d means the common difference. So what is the common difference? That is by the definition, second term minus first term, or third term minus second term, or last term minus second last term. Common difference means the difference of the succeeding term to the preceding term. So we can write the common difference, and that should be equal. If it is not equal, then we can say the given progression is not an arithmetic progression. So this should be always equal. Clear? So you may take some more example of an AP, like the height of the some student of a school standing in a queue in the morning assembly are 147, 148, 149, 150 and so. This is the height of the student when they are standing in the morning assembly. Clear? So what we say in each term is increasing by 1 centimeter, like 147 plus 1, 148, 148 plus 1, that is 140. Or in this way, if you find the D, then D will be always equal. 148 minus 147, that is 149 minus 148, that is also 1. Or 150 minus 149, 1. So this should be always equal. Then we can say the given progression is an AP. So this is the property of the AP. The difference between two consecutive terms will be same. Now similarly you can take the balance money of after paying 5% of the total loan of rupees 100 every month is 950. Like suppose if you discuss about the loan taken by a person and money left after each month, there will be also a progression. Like initially suppose it is given as 1000 total and balance amount we want to find. 5% is given, so if you find the 1000 of 5%, that is 50. So after that 950, after that 950, then 900, then 850, 800. So this is the money after paying the 5% each year. So this will be like this: 950, 900, 850, 800. So in this case you can say there is a again adding of minus 50. Like if you find common difference D 900 minus 950, or D 850 minus 900, or 800 minus 850. So in each you get the minus 50. So here common difference is minus 50. So in this way you see so many examples where they form an AP and the difference may be positive like this, it may be negative, or it may be 0. So you may take some more example from previous class and you check either the given progression in or given sequence or given list of the number is form an AP or not. So here observing this, we can find the general form of an AP. So what is the general form of an AP? So see here, discuss. Here we need the first term always. So you can say that first term of an AP be A and its common difference is D. Then first term of an AP and second term, common difference of an AP. So you know the common difference D. So if first term, then by definition of the AP, second term will be the first term plus common difference. Right? If you know first term is A, then second term we know the first term plus common difference. So what is the second term? A plus D. Similarly, if you want to find the third term, then third term will be A3 is equal to second term plus again common difference. So second A2 is this. So A plus B plus D. So you get A plus 2D. Clear? So in this way you can find the third term, fourth term. So A4 equal to A plus second term, then A third term, A plus third term, A plus now third term this. So A plus 2D. Clear? Fourth term we write D is adding each time, so third term plus D. So third term is A plus 2D plus D. So that is A plus 3D. So what we observe here, if we are saying that A1 that is first term is A, second term A2 is A plus D, means first term plus common difference. Third term, first term plus twice of D. Here third term we are using 2 into D. Here fourth term we are using A plus 3D. So observing again this pattern, you can find directly fifth term A plus, here 4 then 3D, then fifth it is 4D. Or you may write this A plus 5 minus 1 into D. A plus which term? Fifth. 5 minus 1D, that is 4D. Similarly, A plus 3D can be written as A plus which term? 4 minus 1, that is A plus 3D. So we are not getting formula. Here second term A plus 3 minus 1D. Here A plus 2 minus 1D. So we are observing here pattern. And after observation, we get a very important formula, like say, first term A, second term A plus B, third A plus 2B, fourth A plus 3B, fifth A plus 4. So whatever the term, the coefficient of D is 1 less. Like here, second term, the coefficient D is 1. Third term, coefficient of D is 2, that is less than 3, 1. Similarly, fourth term, that is also fourth minus 1, and fifth minus 1. So suppose anyone say, what is the 10th term of this AP? Then you say A10. Is A plus 10 minus 1 D, or A plus 9D. So if we know the A and D, you can find any term of an AP. So two important things we have discussed today. First, either the given progression is an AP or not. So how can you check either the given list of the numbers to form an AP? So we know that in each case the D will be same, like this. This is an AP or not? We have to check how difference of the second to first should be equal to difference of third to second number should be equal to fourth to third, and so on. So you have to check either first 3 or 4 number. If this pattern follow, then we can say this progression is a arithmetic progression. Otherwise, no. Secondly, what we learned, we see that if we are given the first term of an AP and its common difference D, then we can write the arithmetic progression, or we may find any term of an arithmetic. So using this pattern, one may write this general term. These are called as a, this is known as general form of an AP. This is general form of an AP. What is the general form of an AP? A first term, second term A plus D, third term A plus 2D. So this is called as a general. First term A, second term A plus D, third term A plus 2D, and fourth term A plus 3D, fifth term A plus 4D. So this type of an AP is called as general form. A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. So in this way, if you want to find using same formula the nth term means any term of an AP. A general formula we have to develop using this pattern, like first, then second A plus 2 minus 1 into B, third A plus 3 minus 1. So nth term A plus n minus 1 D. So this is very important. A plus n minus 1 into D. So this is known as general term of an AP. General term of an AP. Or you call it the nth term. Or sometimes you may write Tn term. Both have same meaning. In some textbooks you find Tn, or some textbook you find it written as An. So that is nth term. Either you can write Tn or An. That is nth term of AP. Nth means any term. Suppose you want to find a 100th term of an AP, then n equal to 100. A 100. So A plus 99D. You know the A and D. Similarly, someone asked find the 50th term. So nth term is A50. 50th term n put as a 50. So A50 equal to A plus 50 minus 1D. So we learned these two things, that how to find the any term of an AP, and secondly we learned that if the list of numbers is given, then how to check either they form an AP or not. So you may take one example today, remaining we have to discuss tomorrow. So example first, write down for the AP. For the AP, now AP is already given 3 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 2, dot dot. Now say write the first term A and common difference D. Write the first term A and common difference D of the given AP. So you know the first term, that is the starting number. So here A equal to what? 3 by, this is the first term. And by definition of the common difference, we know that common difference means the second term minus first term. So here second term is 1 by 2 and first term is 3 by 2. So you may write here A1 is 3 by 2, A2 equal to 1 by 2. So A2 minus A1, 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2. So here denominator are same, directly we subtract the numerator, that is 1 minus 3 by 2. So 1 minus 3 minus 2 by 2. So here minus 1. So first term is, answer will be first term is 3 by 2 and common difference is minus 1. So in this way, if we are given the AP, then we can find their first term and common difference. So this is the simple introduction of the AP, and later on we see the sum more. So please be continue with us. So we give the some example how to solve the AP. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.